You feel it, right? That sense that the world is just moving faster than it ever has before. Technology doesn't sleep, and honestly, neither can we. In this new world we're in, being adaptable isn't just a nice little bonus skill, it's become the essential currency for survival. So the big question is, how do you actually build a culture that's ready for, well, anything?
This quote from Mark Jacob, man, it just nails it. This isn't about bracing for one big change and then another one down the line. No, it's about creating a mindset where change is just normal. It's constant, it's expected, and you actually welcome it. It's a shift from just reacting to stuff to being in a state of continuous evolution.
So, to really get the solution, we first have to wrap our heads around the size of the challenge. We're looking at a pace of change that is absolutely relentless. It's completely rewriting the rules of the game when it comes to work.
There's been this massive shift in how we have to approach our careers. Think about it. Yesterday, you could get comfortable with what you knew. Your skills felt kind of set for life. But tomorrow's reality, and let's be real, today's reality, is a totally different ballgame. It's all about constant disruption, embracing change, and being as adaptable as humanly possible.
And this metaphor really hits home. Trying to hold on to the old ways of doing things, it's literally like building a fortress on sand. Believing that yesterday's playbook is going to protect you today is, well, it's a dangerous fantasy. That tide of change is already rolling in, and it's not going to wait for us to get comfortable. Okay, so if clinging to the past is the losing strategy, what's the winning one? It's all about creating a genuine culture of learning. But what does that actually look like in the real world?
We're not just talking about that mandatory training seminar once a year. A true culture of learning is a whole ecosystem. It's an environment where learning is just a daily habit, something woven right into the fabric of how you work. It's a place where asking questions is a good thing, and feedback is seen for what it is, a gift to help you grow, not a personal attack.
So what's the biggest hurdle? It's the one we all know, the one we all say, I just don't have the time. But the solution isn't to magically create more hours in the day. It's to reframe the entire problem. Learning can't be some separate thing you do after work. It has to be built into the work itself.
You can build this culture on 4 key pillars. First, you institutionalize it. Make learning part of the actual job. Second, you have to actively reward curiosity. Celebrate the questions, celebrate the experiments. Third, make feedback a tool, not a weapon. And finally, you hire for hunger. You bring in people who are just wired to want to get better. Now, this isn't just some feel-good theory. The world's most innovative companies, they're betting billions of dollars on this exact strategy. And we can see the proof in how they operate every single day.
The commitment from these top companies is just mind-blowing. Look at Amazon, setting up technical universities to retrain a huge part of its workforce. Or Google, future-proofing its engineers with its own AI courses. Then there's SAP, putting people on multi-year journeys to master the cloud. These aren't just workshops, people. These are massive, strategic cultural shifts.
$700 million. Let that sink in. That's what Amazon pledged just to retrain its own people. A number that big tells you everything you need to know. For them, an adaptable, future-ready workforce isn't just a line in a mission statement. It's a massive financial priority. And you can see the payoff. This isn't learning for learning's sake. At Google, almost a third of their engineers took their internal AI course and were immediately using those skills in their day-to-day work. That's the real win. That's when you know learning has moved from being a special event to just a powerful, integrated habit.
The lesson in all of this is incredibly clear. And it brings us to a really crucial call to action, one that applies to every single one of us. At the end of the day, it really just comes down to this. Continuous learning isn't just some corporate function or a department. It is the lifeblood of any organization that wants to adapt and survive. It's what keeps a company alive, keeps it agile, keeps it ready for whatever's next. Without it, you just become rigid and fragile.
So, let's wrap this up with the key things to remember. First, what worked yesterday can seriously become the thing that holds you back tomorrow. Second, a true learning culture takes the threat of change and turns it into a massive opportunity. Third, curiosity is the fuel. It's what drives adaptation.
And finally, if you want to be a leader in the future, learning isn't optional. It has to be your default setting.
And that brings us right to the final, essential question. This wave of change, it isn't coming. It's already here. So the only question left is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to build the skills and the culture to ride that wave? Or are you going to stand still and risk getting swept away? The choice is yours.